Everybody, the Timix here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Motorsport Manager, Surging Absurdity. Second challenge in the pro level, and we are moving on to the second half of the season. Let's take a look at what we've got going on. We just finished an engine, so we're going to want to design the next one of those. Okay, and yeah, we're going to want these three eventually, but we only have room for two here, so do minus 2 days. And I'm actually going to grab this one, because we're not going to use it. But it will get the part in, you know, that much faster. Okay, and then 12 hours, the usual interview with Motorsport. They're asking about our practice. Why'd you only finish 6th? Yep, still getting plenty of knowledge about the track. And Holgerson blitzes the opposition, along with the engine. So basically, I didn't really mention the standings, but basically what we're looking at here is we really have established a solid lead now over Spartan with 13 points, highest it's been. So I'm just looking to sort of maintain that. Feeling a little bit more secure, but with double points in the final race, we can't be anything close to complacent at this point. And we're going to get those in. So we can start working on this engine, even though we're going to get better ones. Like this is, you know, just a hair better than the current ones. So it doesn't hurt to put some effort into that. Let's see, let's try to equalize these. And actually, I think I still want to get the performance. Well, no. Equalizing the time seems to be the best idea. But we'll get the performance first. We want to get these suspensions boosted, of course. And then the engine, 7 more days. Take another look. Yep, I don't know why that one person shifts it by 3 days, but that just seems a little wonky. But in any case, we're going to have the suspensions maxed out and then working on the engine. Okay, and there's our second one. Now we wanted to start designing the ones that we're going to use permanently. And yeah, you can see this is going to put us into the red, but it's also going to take 24 days for each of these. So, and these are going to be up at 608, so about 100 points better than our current ones. It's not a massive increase, but it's a good one. Yep. And of course, we're not going to want to use that one because it's a even though it's a better engine, but we just sandbagged that when we used the, you know, rule violation there to potentially ruin it, or to get it faster, get it done faster. So we're going to be able to max out these by the race. We'll be able to use a slightly better engine, and then we're going to have to wait a while for more improvements. So let's go ahead and give Bags that better engine. Chairman's still happy that we are in first. Guildford, 40 laps, 3 1/3 miles. Fairly long track, as you can see. I don't think the lap record will stick with that high, but expected to be some rain. Spoilers are the part of choice. Soft and medium tires. And our spoilers are the only one that's not real competitive with the top. But it's still only second. So Atsuno has just really done a good job on theirs, basically. So, you know, competing with everybody else. We are first. So the small improvements we've made in the engine have put us back in the top spot already for that, which is nice. We're running an expose on Spartan and their awful working practices. We've had testimonials from their mechanics saying they're overworked, understaffed, and in a ton of debt. Would you be willing to let us interview your mechanics to give our readers a reference point? They might have a few things to say about your own drivers, but it'll bring Spartan MRT down a few pegs. Well, that's kind of a dirty thing. You know, this might help us from a purely gaming point of view, but I'm going to pass on it anyway. We need a ride and handling facility. Deeply concerned, says Mitchell Abrahams. That'll help us improve our suspension. Our suspension is the best in the competition. Also offer our drivers a chance to understand how to drive more smoothly, which can never be a bad thing. It'd be a great thing. We don't have the extra money because we're working, wouldn't benefit us for this year, etc. The same deal as usual. Okay. I've read the rumors in the paper. You're thinking of getting rid of me? That's a fine way to hear about it. I can offer a lot to this team. I hope you know that. Even if you do want to get rid of me, it hurts to read about it through the papers. So, Will Baggs, rumors going around him, and his morale is down 30. So, Holgerson having an affair, and her focus is off, and now Baggs' morale is down. So, the drivers are not exactly in the best mood of late. Holgerson tipped to win. May have lost most of my fortune to my third ex-wife, but if I had any money left, I'd bet it on her. And Holgerson talking about extending her lead, confident of being better than Laurie at the moment. And Sevilla saying a podium finish is doable for Spartan. They're happy with the track. Likely to be low on cash. Yep. That we are. But we do want the better engine. So we're going to keep doing it anyway. And everything maxed out here. So we just need to move on to the race. And I think I still want to play it conservative and make sure I at least make some money. Soft and medium tires. And at 20 degrees for the race, that's probably going to be in medium territory. And then it's going to rain. So, I mean, I can see us using sauce for the start, then some mediums, then some inters or wets with the rain, but it's not expected to rain here. Won't be able to practice those. So it's going to be a complicated situation with the parts. And we are being predicted first and third. Well, so much for that brilliant weather forecast, because it's raining for practice as well. And I'm going to, with the problems we had last time, the crucial parts, I'm going to back off by 5% on how much weight stripping I do, but I'm still going to do just as much as I was on the parts that are not crucial. And engine and spoiler are what it is here. I think we'll do a start and stop on inters and then switch to wets. See how that goes. Rafael Rodriguez says, I wish they gave out points for practice. So he's happy. And now we've got clear weather for qualifying. Just going to stick on the mediums for the moment. At this point, all we really care about is our drivers and Spartans. They finished first and fourth, so Spartan looking very strong. And none of them crashing out, of course. So far, the mark to beat, 106.733. More good weather, it looks like. And I don't want to go out right away. I want to run 2 attempts today and then 3 on the final day. So a nice little moment of glory there for Will Baggs. Alessandro Cruz, one of the Hammer drivers, crashing out. That's interesting. Other than that, Spartan, not as strong today. 4th and 10th. They're in this session, not as strong. So, see how that shakes out. What kind of weather will we have for our final qualifying session? It is sunny. And Holgerson with the best chance of finishing high, I would think. I'm going to go with Baggs first now. Of course, I'm going to go out right away because I want to get in 3 shots at it. And the track grip is really high. Hit the sponsor bonus and can't complain about that positioning at all. Okay, and everybody's like, it's going to be a procession for Mia. Well, it wasn't, but she finally pulled it out of her behind that second, the closing part of that last lap. So hopefully that'll be a springboard to better things. Okay, let's see where we are. It'll be clear weather at the start, possibly raining later. But given that, I think we want to go with the medium tires. And of course, we're going to do a stint on softs, then switch to mediums. Gonna get what, 14, 13, something like that. See if we get 13 laps out of this. Yeah, we're going to be slightly better by carrying less fuel here. If we actually get 13 laps, every lap of fuel going to cost us about 1.2 seconds, 1 second on the pit stop. And with the charge here, I mean, I don't expect to get, 13, 14 is the most we're going to get out of this. And it might not even be that high. Yeah, 5 laps of fuel, both drivers. I don't see any reason to carry more. Especially for Bags, who will likely be back further in the pack. So we're going back to the light fuel setup here. Which the math does seem to support, even though it hasn't always worked out the best for us in the past. Okay, Hashimoto in first, looking strong to hold off Holgerson, who's not as high on the form. Gabler in the second row, and Bags still driving great. Dutt looking to be a threat behind, but Laurie with a 4 in the third row, and Sevilla with a 6 in the fourth row. So they may not be the biggest challengers. Always almost forget to go hybrid. And Holgerson, wow, beating Hashimoto to the punch. She wasn't great right instantly, but then quickly accelerated. And Bags trying to hold his spot there. Trying to move up now 4th along the inside. But Mia Holgerson, all 3.5 form of her, is in first. So go figure. Bags fighting for third with Laurie. And now here comes Gabler, as Hashimoto is already down to 6th. Gabler speed bursting away while you use up all that energy. Okay, and now we've got to back off the tires. Third and 8th, and that's going to probably go down. No, you should not, but thanks for asking. And there goes Hashimoto with the traditional early pit. Bags concerned about getting past Tanaka. And I'm going to have him pit this lap because of that. Okay, so I think, honestly, the way things are going, let's take a look at the weather. It is going to rain late. It'll start raining at about lap 30. And the softs aren't going to get us there. I would go with softs if it wasn't for that, because I want to stick out on the mediums until the dry weather. Okay. So we're going to have mediums. We're going to be pushing them hard. somewhat hard anyway, and then switch to wetter tires at the end of the race. We can just barely see that forecast out there. So if we want to get to lap 30, would seem that we want to go with max fuel and then basically, you know, whatever light fuel we can go with at the end. So, going to be a long pit stop. We're going to be slow, relatively speaking, coming out. Holgerson, why don't you go ahead and push for this last lap plus you're going to have. And go ahead, and then you're going to come in, switch to mediums. You can do the same thing. You're going to fill up all the way. And Baggs comes out ahead of only Edwards in 19th place. He's going to be harvesting energy like there's no tomorrow. That was about the right time to push for Holgerson. So her tire's just about maxed out in temperature. Some others coming in, Tanaka needing repairs already, so we're at 16th and 17th. So, we're going to harvest up a storm, we're going to be slow, but we're just going to try to gradually work our way up through the field. And then, once we get to the end, starts raining, we should have, you know, a minimal fuel add and a good amount of, you know, energy, harvested energy for the end there. Okay, 14th and 15th, some others coming in. See, it's either going to be this lap and next, or you know, and I don't think I want to do that. Let's go back down to neutral now. Do next lap, I'm going to do Holgerson, and then Baggs 2 laps from now. So she's going to have 9 laps left, and a good amount of charge. Honestly, I mean, I'm gonna add 1 lap of fuel. That's it. It's gonna be a quick stop. Not yet. Actually, I think we're better off. We are better off going hybrid now, though. Go hybrid now, and then, you know, harvest when we come out for a little bit. In goes Mia. You're gonna switch to inters, and you're gonna have 8 laps left. And yeah, I don't want to give you any fuel. I just want you to run on hybrid the whole time once you come back out. We have Parisi with a penalty cutting a corner. Okay. Got other drivers repairing. Holgerson comes out in 14th. But only Hashimoto ahead of her is on wet tires. And that is huge. Yeah, Blasi behind is really pushing her. Bags in 8th, so 8th and 11th. And right now, Bags is the lead car among those who have... yeah, and we're going to go hybrid right away. But among those who have intermediate tires, Blasi is literally in first place. Or Bags is. Could I honestly win this race with Will Bags, who has not finished higher than 4th? Seems a real possibility. Cruz ran wide, but he's back further, so that's not going to affect us. Let's go back to neutral now. Bags might as well have pushed to use up some of the tire. It looks like he's going to have enough hybrid energy. Holgerson definitely will. It looks like we're not going to be able to do better than 2nd and 4th. Whoa, look at that. I mean, I can't afford to push any here, so Blasi going, or Hashimoto rather, driving quite aggressively at the moment. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this battle between Holgerson and Hashimoto. That's going to be her worst finish in a while. And boy, Bags having some trouble now as Dutt coming up. But I've got him pushing the tires. Last lap. Okay, push the tires even more. Try to stay ahead. And push the engine too. You've got enough fuel, I think. And Holgerson has gotten back up. Go ahead and push the tires now. And you can go into overtake. Okay, now Bag's going to have to drop back to neutral on the tires. So these two battles, very interesting. Oh my goodness, it's so close, but Bags makes it. Okay, what about... and Holgerson 4th. Okay, well that's about as best as we could hope for with the way that was going. So 2nd and 4th. I wanted to be even with Spartan. I think they probably still beat us by a point. Although Sevilla went down to 7th, so Sevilla didn't get any points. We might have equaled them then. Let's take a look at how this works out. It's going to be really close. I'm not thrilled with it, but I can live with it. So the pole position goes to Hashimoto. The fastest lap goes to Tanaka. You know, that's fine. Atsuno got some bonus points. I don't really care about their bonus points. Doesn't look like anybody got caught. We had a drive-through penalty for Parisi, and that's it. Bags really saved us by having a good day, or Holgerson hurt us by having a bad day, depending on how you split that. And Holgerson now, with that 4th place finish, drops down to 2nd, while Bags is up to 4th and tied with Hashimoto actually for 3rd in the driver's standing. So pretty tight race really between 3rd, 4th, and 5th. cruising Dutt a little bit further back. But Laurie and Holgerson competing, and Laurie taking the lead. And it looks like we lost a point off of our lead. It's still a 12-point lead. Not crying about that. This was a good track for Spartan. We still should have done better, and we would have won it. Well, I mean, I think if Holgerson would have had a shot, would have definitely done better, but Baggs would have done worse. So, I don't know. In any case, you know, I mean, as long as we can maintain the lead, each race now is going to be in our favor running down the clock on the season. So, anyway, Laurie beat us. It's not the first time it's happened. Probably won't be the last. So yeah, 3.9 for the day for Holgerson. And the only time she's done worse than that is in Rio, which ironically she won. Definitely her worst finish of the year. And then Baggs with a 7.4. That's his best by a significant margin of the year. So all of that working its way around. His feedback dropped another level. And we still did exceed expectations, just not by as much. Finance is going almost all the way up to even. 12-point lead, 5 races to go. And we're working on our final couple of parts for the engine. So we're not in the stretch run yet, but we're heading towards it. Singapore is going to be up next, where we will try to at least maintain this lead. Until then, thanks for watching. More Motorsport Manager coming your way soon.